spring season coming around the corner. Just kind of talk a little bit about how excited are you to get the spring season going?
Yes, it was a great break. We had 7 weeks from the time I think the players took their finals to the first day of class. So a lot of them went back home. Some played in some tournaments and stayed competitive. But overall, I think they all had a great break. And it was nice to have some rest as well. But I think we're even more eager and excited to get back to some competitions and the spring season. We have a great tournament schedule, so we're just really looking forward to getting back together.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of short game involved. I was lucky enough to go to Dubai, so it was nice and warm. So I was working hard on the short game, so trying to sort my putting out. I had a new putter, so, working hard and holding the putts.
I had a great break. It was great to see my boyfriend and my family and kind of recharge, and really needed it. But I worked really hard on my game over the break and really worked hard on my technique with my coach Tim back home. And I really worked hard on my new putting technique, and I can't wait to put it in play this season.
We love starting at that venue. It's Superstition Mountain, and it hosted an LPGA event. We're very familiar with it. I think this is our 4th year that we've actually hosted ASU in that tournament, and it's just a nice way to ease into the spring season. We've done pretty well there in the past. We like the course, but I think bringing Georgia along, Georgia's a top 30 program, ASU's I think top 10, it's going to be competitive, and I think it's going to really show the hard work that we've put in over break, and it will really show the players who have worked hard on their games, because it is just coming up here in a couple weeks, January 27th. But always looking forward to going down to Arizona because the weather is usually warm. And it's just, we love the desert kind of golf and the golf courses that they have there.
Yeah, so obviously ASU and Georgia are really both 2 big powerhouses in the nation right now for D1 golf. So it's really exciting to see how our competition is strong enough so that we can also play against them and see how we do against these really good teams. And it just challenges us for this next season as we play against other teams and other tournaments that are also really strong, and just prepares us for the rest of our season.
So those 4 tournaments we played in the past, the ASU Dual, Arizona Wildcat, Liz Murphy, and the ASU Ping Invitational, we added a new one. It's called the Westbrook Invitational, hosted by Wisconsin. And it's down outside of Phoenix, and it's a 2-day event, 36-18. So we actually go down to Arizona to compete 4 times this spring season. So we should feel very comfortable and familiar with that type of golf. And then the Liz Murphy is always a great one right before conference, being able to play in match play. Very competitive fields, and I think our team is really going to make a great rebound from the fall season. We started really well, and I think a lot of us were disappointed in how we finished, but I think they worked hard over the break, and they're, like I said, even more hungry and eager to show the golf that they can play, and I'm really looking forward to some high finishes and just competing with the best teams in the country, because that's what we're all here to do at the University of Denver, is to compete against the best.
Yeah, I think the fall season was a really good learning experience for me, overall on the golf course, in the classroom, off the course. So I think going into the spring, I really now know what it takes to compete against, some of the most elite college golfers out there. I've seen what they can do and kind of where to focus my game from here, learning from my coaches, teammates, and I really think that going forward this spring, I know that I can compete with those same players out there, and we're going to have some good tournaments.